Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 22 of Pokemon Pharaohs. Picking back up where we left off last time. That needs to get turned down. Okay. If you want to play Pokemon Pharaohs, check out the links in the description. Remove the spacebefore.com or the spacebefore.gg. Besides that, it should be pretty straightforward at this point. If you really need help, there's a guide at the beginning of this playlist. Or just ask me in the description. Apparently there's a way to play it on JoyPlay, so if you use JoyPlay, I could lead you to the place where you need to go for that. Just ask. I'm not going to advertise that one because I don't have an Android, so I can't test it to see if it works. And I don't advertise things I don't know for a fact. Speaking of things, I'm not paid by them. Check out those solely fruit jerky things. Those are amazing. Holy cow. It's cool whenever you eat a little stick of jerky. It's like, congratulations, you ate one whole mango. Or congratulations, you ate half a pineapple. My girlfriend got me hooked on those things. Just make sure you get them from like Costco or something where you can buy the 20 packs for like the same price as buying 4 of them at Walmart. Crazy how much Walmart became like a scam. Used to be like, all right, we know we're getting cheap stuff for cheap prices. Then they became like, actually, we're gonna sell like computer chairs and all the cool shit, but like we're gonna sell the cheapest version of that and just price it as the real stuff. Sam Walton would be turning in his grave looking at this shit. There was one more. Okay. I think we have 2 more trainers. So you who use Eevees, that's for sure. Devlin. Goodbye. Trying to get that Magmortar. I seriously think once we get the Magmortar and we get the Tyranitar, our team's just going to be stacked and ready to go. You're probably high enough. So I'm going to eventually replace you, so yeah, I think after this battle I'm going to take the EXP share off of him. Lugia needs a ton of help. And the fact that it hung on when it was underleveled already was a great sign. Should be nice and simple finish. Finally. Holy crap. Let's go. Makes you wonder, if it can bring down a whole mountain, why are there still mountains? I don't see anything that ever says it can create a whole mountain whenever it takes some poop. Or when this Pokemon eats, it regurgitates in the form of rocks. These rocks over time accumulate to become the mountains you see. Right, that's what I was doing. Okay. I think this last one. Oh, nope, that was teach me how to Dougie. Okay, so new encounter, because we're not counting that Magnezone that we were doing in the one. Ah, Poliwhirl. Gross. The reason why I'm not a huge fan is because we're about to be in the ocean for the next, like, 4 pounds. So, okay. Hmm. Do I even want to use Hypnotoad? Could be better than that potentially, but okay. Just make sure there's no items chilling around the outer barrier. Ooh, nope. Nope. Okay. Let's go heal. Enjoy this last little bit of civilization. Once you leave town, there is a literal ocean out there. Anything and everything that lives in the water can be found out there. Yet, until you reach the individual islands, there is no one out there who can save you. I think I used the word there too many times. Those things are definitely robots. Everywhere I go, they're just there, waiting. He begins to whisper to himself, I would be willing to bet my life on it. Okay, we already healed, right? Cool. Ahem. I paid specifically to have the store to myself while I shot. Go on, Gregor. Ewan. Greg. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Fine. Gosh. Ha, you missed too. Why did that deal so much damage? Gosh, you need to evolve. Ooh. Yeah, let's ditch that air cutter. Yes, yes, hurry up now. Buy your repels for the ocean and leave. You know, old man's kind of on to something though. Getting those repels would probably be a good idea. Let's just go out. Ooh, wrong mistake. We're actually going to buy 10 more of those just So what even is that? So that's like 100 or 4 per step. That's like 3.5 or 3 and what, a third per step? Now the math gets complicated. 250. So divided by 4. So what is that, like 150 per step? I mean, I guess that's technically worse, right? I don't know. We'll have to do the math on that sometime, like with the calculator. I need to change that to where max repels just actually repel you further. Dojo. Yeah, so this area is like the one in Saffron City, I think. Sabrina's Gym town. It's just the right random bunch of fighters. Except this time they're super effective against the gym leader. Not under effective. I think that's a battle room that's not super crazy. Here's the capsule van. So you can buy super capsules if you'd like. I'm gonna buy 4 more. I don't think I'll ever end up actually using them, but it'll let you switch between all abilities, and it's like permanent. You keep that ability. So I guess let's see what we have real quick. So I guess we're gonna experiment with that. Multi-scale is its hidden. I like that. So now it just permanently has multi-scale. I'm actually curious, and I like that you can actually see what they are before. You just can't read what the ability is. I'm gonna check that. You should probably save before you do this. That way you can read abilities, and if you don't like the ability, you can get rid of it. Yeah, like that. So instead, I basically just wasted 10k because I'm gonna put this back on overgrowth. We'll come back and talk to this guy, I think. You know what? Actually, no, we'll read him right before the ocean. We'll come back to this. I wish we could go outside, but my sister won't ever go out. She's afraid of that old man's story. I know my sister wants to go out and play, but in the ocean, wants to go out and play in the ocean, but we don't even have our Pokemon yet. What happens when we get attacked? Get a house by the beach, they say. Your family will spend every day outside, they said. It rains every day and my kids won't go outside. Not to mention my mortgage is insane from beachfront property taxes. And wow, don't even get me started on the upkeep from storm damages. Man, that kind of sounds like Florida, and I built that before I went to Florida. That's hilarious. Ooh, leftovers. That's helpful. And again, nothing in the trash can. There are 6 separate trophies from different regions. He even went to Soviet Senate. I'd better prepare for this gym leader. Did you call my name when I saw you faint? My eyes are blurry and I can't use you anymore. Ra is such a great band. And that radio will be used for a different broadcast after the gym is done. I love that his feet are just gone because his feet are bigger than that tile. We're not going in there, and that's the gym up there. So let's go ahead and fight the Snorlax here. And remember, we already did do our encounter here because this route is still connected to that. Excuse me. Beautiful. Ooh, it has a leftovers. Man, I almost want to catch this just for the leftovers, but I think that's technically against the rules, so... Yeah, I would have been so happy with the Magneton. And remember, shinies are a 1 in 100. I believe Pokerus is 1 in 300, so you can totally find that stuff legitimately in this. Mild amount of searching would probably find you what you need. I know someone that did the full decks and is working on their shiny decks as we speak. What's good for normal, I wonder? I feel like Tartano is just overkill. That might be our best option. I want to get him evolved before the gym fight, so we're going to switch him up front, I think. Okay. Okay, 1 down. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna... I think Tartano is gonna be the way to fly through this. Okay, still handled it through the harsh. Nice and simple. I'm just curious how the AI is going to be whenever we get to the gym leader, Nathan. Because, man, that AI can be either devastating or hilariously simple. Which is almost incredibly fitting for the character. Because if his AI starts off doing the double teams and everything like that and actually procs it all off perfectly, you're in trouble. But if it just says, you know what, I'm going to attack and body slam, crap like that, you win. Roost, though. Nice. Yeah, like that kind of AI stuff. Not much to say about the normal gym. It's pretty straightforward. If you have a fighter, you use that. If not, you just jam your shit against them. Slaking the oh man, I don't remember which one he has. It's either slaking or Grigesgia. Yeah, and I don't think slaking's got the truant thing right now, or the loafing around. Oh, it does. Okay, it's not a gym leader, so it hasn't even fixed to be okay. That's fine. Did it just loafing around twice? Huh. Let's go ahead and get that nice little revive heal. I once walked across the sand trap just to see what was on the other side. Turns out, after you climb those giant barrier rocks, there's just a cliff and a beachless ocean. Yeah, we'll flip this one. That's fine. Gotta save those peepers. Kecleon, huh? Alright, let's check and move something. Oh, that's a bad sign. I think that's fine. Oh, rough. I think it ended as a rock too. That's not good. We are gonna pop a revive on that just so it keeps getting the EXP. And it was perfect timing because that thing used detect, so. One. Definitely best for it to turn into a Geeko. If it ever even gets that far. Nice. Nice. Okay. What are we at? 25, which means we will not be finishing the gym today. If you wanted to play Pokemon Pharaohs without my horrible commentary over the top, go check out EeveeExpo.com. Search for Pokemon Pharaohs. My game should be the only option. There will be three different choices technically there, but two of them are just replies to the game. That's all in the same forum that will all take you to my game. Or go to the link in the description. There will be three of them. One is normal mode, one is hard mode, which is basically just doubles in certain places, which is about 100 different double battles added to it. And then the third link will take you to the Discord, which will have the install, it will have maps, it will have the trainer locations, the item locations. That one is probably your best choice, but it's also the one that's the most different. So, yeah, check it out, guys. I think you'd like the game. It's just a marathon. And if you played this game like a year ago, try it out now. There's a few different things added to it to try to make the game longer. I'm working on the post game as we go along. But I'm kind of waiting till my team now gets strong enough to be able to deal with some post game stuff. But that's mostly just adding in dungeons of not like the dungeons of the game mechanics create better dungeons, but it's going to be like, oh, there's a cave here with 5 or 6 bad trainers, so I'll level 100 Pokemon. Oh, this one's got a cave with 5 or 6 trainers. That's basically what the post game is going to be. I don't even know what a reward for doing the post game could be, besides maybe giving you a room that has like one of each legendary in it, which is a thought that I was thinking of. Like at the end of the rainbow, you find why your father has been trying to stay evil. He's got like one of each legendary in a room. Now they're yours to catch or kill. If that's your thing. Slay! Alright, I think it's time to go back and heal, because our PP is done. Alright, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time, and please give the game a chance. You'll probably like it, as long as you're not one of the ones that only like huge, flashy events, because there aren't really a lot of those. If you want me to hold your hand, it's really not going to do that. It's just a marathon. It's meant to be tough, without being just like hard for hardness' sake. I tried to find that nice little, beautiful golden area. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you guys next time.